Welcome to our channel. Today we are looking at what unites the world at the human and carbohydrates level. Yes, you had that one right. Rice, the tiny grain with mighty power, plays a pivotal role. Walk into kitchens from Kyoto to Kingston, and you'll find pots brimming with this starchy staple, each variant telling its own story, seasoning whispering secrets of national identity and family tradition. And if you think rice is just a side, darling, it's time to let those grains take center stage. Let's dive into a celebration of rice, that versatile, vibrant chameleon that can swing sweet or savory, sophisticated or simple, without ever missing a beat. Are you ready to tour the world, one rice dish at a time? Every culinary conquest with rice begins with mastering the basics. Whether you're dreaming of fluffy, each grain distinct pilau or stickily satisfying sushi rice, knowing the hows and whys of rice cooking is essential. It's simpler than you think. Water ratio, heat, and patience are your best friends here. Choosing the right variety is also crucial. Long grain for distinct, short grain for stickiness, and medium grain for a bit of both. Experiment with rinsing your rice to remove excess starch, which gives you a cleaner flavor and better texture. Remember though, some recipes like risotto depend on that starch for creaminess, so know when to rinse and when to revel in the starch. For that perfect pot, consider soaking your rice. This age-old technique can reduce cooking time and improve texture, making the grains more pliable and the final dish more digestible. Number 17, Spain. The colorful canvas of paella, with its rich saffron hues and diverse textures, is practically Spain served on a platter. Originating from Valencia, this dish is a festive melding of land and sea, traditionally cooked over an open flame. It's not just about throwing ingredients into a pan. It's an orchestration of flavors. Start with a good quality saffron for color and aroma. The socarat, caramelized rice at the bottom of the pan, is the coveted part, achieved by resisting the urge to stir. Yes, darling, sometimes doing less is actually more. The versatility of paella means you can tailor it to dietary preferences or whatever's in your pantry. However, a mix of fresh seafood, chorizo, and a splash of bright sweet peas always paints a pretty picture. Number 16, West Africa. Jollof rice is not just a dish, it's a declaration of flavor. Beloved across several West African countries, each claiming supremacy, this one-pot wonder is a must-try for anyone who loves robust, spiced food. The secret is in the sauce. A rich blend of tomatoes, onions, and peppers deeply caramelized before mixing with the rice. This foundation provides a savory backbone that carries other ingredients like chicken, fish, or vegetables. Celebrations often call for jollof because it's not only incredibly tasty but also scalable, feeding a small family or a large party with equal ease. Throwing a dash of humor into your jollof preparation, consider it the culinary equivalent of a well-spiced life. Colorful, vibrant, and a little unpredictable. Number 15, Japan. Sushi rice, the art of sticky and sublime. Sushi rice brings whispers of anticipation and the promise of a pristine culinary experience. This isn't just rice. It's the supporting act that can overshadow the main if not done right. Achieving the perfect balance of sweetness, saltiness, and tanginess in sushi rice involves a delicate dance with rice vinegar, sugar, and salt. The grains must be glossy but not mushy, sticky, yet distinct enough to hold their own when clutched by seaweed or embraced by a slice of fresh fish. Sushi making at home can be an absolute revelry or frustration if rushed. My advice? Treat it like a Zen practice. The meticulous attention to each step is part of the pleasure. And once mastered, you'll feel like a sushi sage ready to roll. Number 14, Italy. Risotto. Stirring the pot, Italian style. In the culinary love letters, Italy writes, risotto is undoubtedly penned with a flourish. This isn't just cooking, it's an act of cultivation. The constant stirring, a meditation in motion, encourages the rice to release its starch, resulting in a dish that's creamy without cream. Key players in a standout risotto include arborio rice, with its high starch content and a stock that's as flavorful as it is homemade. Whether you opt for the simplicity of a Parmesan risotto or the boldness of a squid ink variant, the real magic lies in the process. With each stir, imagine infusing your personal touch, your culinary quirks into the dish. After all, each scoop of risotto should taste like a comforting hug, indulgent and warm. Patience here pays in creamy spoonfuls, and darlings, it's worth every minute. Number 13, India, Biryani, a fragrant Indian symphony. Like a well-orchestrated symphony, each element of biryani must come in at the right time and play perfectly with others to create a harmonious finish. From the brilliantly marinated meat nestling warmly next to fragrant basmati, to the kiss of saffron-infused milk, every component sings. Typically a special occasion dish, biryani's layers of spice and flavor demand attention and respect. The process of dum cooking, where food is slow-cooked in a sealed container, intensifies the flavors, allowing them to mingle and mature like good company. Experimenting with types like Hyderabadi or Lucknowi can spice up your cooking repertoire and dazzle your dining companions. Remember, biryani isn't just food, it's a feast for the senses, a celebration of all that's vibrant and animated in culinary traditions. Number 12, Asia, congee, a humble bowl of comfort. Congee, the soothing rice porridge often hailed as the ultimate comfort food across various Asian cultures, serves up warmth and wellness in every spoonful. It's the culinary equivalent of being wrapped in a warm blanket on a brisk morning. The beauty of congee lies in its simplicity and versatility. Starting with just rice and a generous amount of water or broth, this dish transforms into a silky, smooth canvas ready to welcome whatever toppings your heart desires. Ginger, scallions, a dash of soy sauce, perhaps some crispy shallots or a soft-boiled egg. Each addition builds a comforting complexity. Whether you're under the weather or just craving something gentle and nourishing, congee is there to comfort you. It's not just food, it's a feeling, an edible hug from the inside out. Number 11, Mexico. Mexican red rice, a fiesta on your plate. If rice had personality, Mexican red rice would be the life of the party. This vibrant dish is as spirited as a fiesta and as comforting as your abuela's embrace. Often playing a supporting role to dishes like tacos and enchiladas, it deserves its own spotlight. The key to its signature color and flavor, a puree of tomatoes, onions, and garlic fried before adding the rice. This technique, known as sofrito, intensifies flavors, coating each grain in a rich, savory paste, which is then simmered to perfection. Add some peas, carrots, and corn for a bit of texture and sweetness, and you've got a side that could very well steal the show. Remember, a good Mexican red rice is not just a side dish. It's a declaration of love for bold flavors and vibrant eating. Number 10, Iran, Persian Tadig, the crowning crunch. In the grand drama of Persian cuisine, Tadig is the showstopper. The crunchy, golden crust at the bottom of the pot that everyone fights over. It's not just rice. It's rice that has reached its highest calling. Achieving the perfect tadig is a true test of your rice skills. The trick lies in the heat, just enough to crispen without burning. A good, non-stick pot and a few tablespoons of oil or ghee are essential, as is patience. Allowing the rice to transform slowly, undisturbed under a tightly sealed lid. Serve it as a stunning crown atop a mound of saffron-scented rice and watch it disappear quicker than you can say, "More please." This dish isn't just a treat, it's a triumph. Number 9, Thailand. Thai sticky rice, sweetly seducing your palate. Thai sticky rice, with its delightful chew and subtle sweetness, is more than just a side dish. It's a staple in the Thai culinary repertoire, essential for scooping up morsels of food or pairing with mango for a classic dessert. The key to perfect sticky rice is choosing the right type of rice. Long grain, glutinous rice, and soaking it overnight. Once soaked, it's steamed, not boiled, which fluffs the grains perfectly while keeping them wonderfully tacky. Whether it's served with slices of ripe mango and drizzled with coconut milk or enjoyed with a spicy papaya salad, sticky rice can be a versatile carrier for both sweet and savory. It's a delightful paradox. Decadently simple, yet utterly essential. Number 8. Italy. Arancini. Deliciously deep-fried delights. Arancini, or those irresistible Italian rice balls, are a genius way of turning leftover risotto into a crispy, cheesy treat. Think of them as the glamorous cousins of the humble rice patty, dressed up and ready to party. To make these delightful morsels, take chilled risotto, form it into balls, stuff with a nugget of mozzarella, and then roll in breadcrumbs. A quick dip in hot oil transforms them into golden, gooey-centered globes of joy. Serve them as an appetizer, a party snack, or a decadent treat just for yourself. Arancini are not just food, they're a celebration of creativity and the art of reinvention. Number 7. Indonesia. Nasi goreng, Indonesia's national pride. Nasi goreng, literally meaning fried rice in Indonesian, is so much more than just its name suggests. It's a vibrant, spicy, and sweet testament to Indonesia's rich culinary heritage, often considered the national dish. Starting with cold, leftover rice, the dish is stir-fried with a heady mix of garlic, tamarind, chili, and kecap manis, a sweet soy sauce, then typically topped with a crispy fried egg. The magic of nasi goreng isn't just in the taste, but also in its ability to transform simple ingredients into something utterly transformative. Perfect for any time of day, nasi goreng is proof that sometimes the most humble ingredients can be elevated to gastronomic greatness with a little spice and a lot of love. Number 6. Korea. Korean bibimbap, harmony in a bowl. Bibimbap is essentially Korea in a bowl, colorful, vibrant, and bursting with flavor and texture. It's a beautiful, harmonious mess of rice, seasoned vegetables, a protein like beef or tofu, and a gloriously runny egg, all topped off with a dollop of spicy gochujang, that's Korean chili paste. The key to a great bibimbap lies in the prep. Each element is cooked separately and arranged meticulously over a bed of steaming white rice. When mixed, each bite offers a little bit of crunch, a little bit of spice, and a whole lot of comfort. Whether you're looking for an invigorating lunch or a simple yet satisfying dinner, bibimbap can adapt to your mood and your pantry. It's not just a meal, it's a palette of textures and tastes. A culinary canvas that invites creativity. Number 5. India. Pilaf, the crossroads of flavor. Pilaf is where rice meets its aromatic best, infused with spices, herbs, and cooked in a broth that ensures each grain is imbued with flavor. This dish is a global traveler, seen in various forms from the Middle East to the Eastern European tables. The success of a good pilaf lies in the sautéing of the rice in oil or butter before adding broth, which helps the grains remain distinct and flavorful. Additions like nuts, raisins, or chopped vegetables can turn a simple pilaf into a festive dish that stands alone or complements other entrees beautifully. Pilaf is proof that rice doesn't have to be plain. It's a culinary chameleon, capable of high drama or understated elegance, adapting to the mood of the meal and the whim of the cook. Number 4. Costa Rica Gallop Pinto. The simple pleasures of Costa Rica. Gallop Pinto is Costa Rica's beloved rice and beans dish, often enjoyed as a hearty breakfast with eggs, but just as satisfying at any meal. It's a testament to the beauty of simple ingredients coming together to create something greater than the sum of its parts. The dish starts with the day-old rice mixed with black beans, onions, bell peppers, and a hint of cilantro, creating a flavorful, filling base that's both humble and deeply satisfying. A splash of Lizano sauce, a uniquely Costa Rican condiment, adds a slightly tangy, sweet depth. Gallop Pinto is a reminder that sometimes the simplest dishes are the most profoundly satisfying. It's a celebration of everyday ingredients, proving that with a little love and creativity, ordinary can be transformed into extraordinary. Number 3. United States of America. Dirty rice. the bold flavors of Louisiana. Dirty rice is a classic Cajun dish with bold flavors and a robust presence. The dirty part comes from the ground meat and liver that are cooked with the rice, giving it a distinctive color and deeply savory flavor. This dish is a staple in Louisiana cooking, often served as a side but hearty enough to stand as a meal on its own. Bell peppers, celery, and onions, known as the Holy Trinity in Cajun cooking, are sautéed with garlic and spices before being mixed into the rice, creating layers of flavor that are as rich as they are satisfying. Dirty rice is a celebration of flavor and texture, a dish that's unapologetically bold and incredibly satisfying, perfectly capturing the spirit of its Cajun roots. Number 2, Japan. Omarise, a whimsical Japanese delight. Omarise, a contraction of omelette and rice, is a playful fusion dish from Japan combining Western influences with Japanese flavor. This dish features a ketchup-flavored fried rice wrapped in a thin, silky omelet. The rice is typically cooked with chicken and finely chopped vegetables, then seasoned with ketchup, giving it a sweet and tangy flavor that's utterly addictive. The omelet is draped over the rice just before serving, often garnished with more ketchup drawn in a cheeky pattern. Omarise is a dish that doesn't take itself too seriously but delivers serious flavor. It's a whimsical, comforting dish that brings a smile with every bite, proving that sometimes the most satisfying meals are also the most fun. Number 1, World. In exploring these 17 rice dishes, we've traveled from the humblest porridge to the most lavish feasts, finding that across cultures and kitchens, rice really is a universal language of love and flavor. Whether you're in the mood for something comforting or adventurous, rice offers a delicious canvas for culinary creativity. So, next time you scoop some rice into your pot, think of it as a culinary adventure just waiting to happen, and let the journey begin. For more food and drinks tips, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Check out our other videos for more culinary inspiration. Until next time, keep cooking.